It's my current mission to attract and host couchsurfers with a sense of community. I have had the pleasure of meeting members who helped me make my dreams come true. Really, I'm now interested in co-creating with other surfers on common interest projects. Please be sure to mention or ask about this in your request to me. It's essential that you do. Let's co-create together. This is the message written in the first paragraph of my profile on Couchsurfing. This heartfelt message acted as a gate and a magnet. The gate aspect was to ensure people followed the original Couchsurfing conduct of sending a personalized request to the host instead of a copy and paste message. The magnet aspect was, like the message stated, to attract couchsurfers with a shared sense of community and co-creation. The plan was to create dance activism videos, music, and other interesting creations together with couchsurfers. In this video, I am seen on stage with couchsurfers Ruben, Vanessa, Hilal, and Teddy. They are 4 awesome globetrotters with whom I had the pleasure of making dance videos. They weren't the first couchsurfers to be featured in a co-creative project of mine, and they wouldn't be the last ones. This trend of hosting couchsurfers and making projects with them was a huge highlight in my 5 years in Thailand. Prior to moving to Hatyai, my life wasn't as stable and I moved around a lot. I couldn't open my couch up to travelers until I came to Hatyai. And once I did, the travelers started pouring in. In fact, I had received my first couch request within 10 minutes of changing my status to accepting guests. At first I didn't have that initial message written on my profile. It took a few experiences to inspire that. Once I did write up that message, my experience of couchsurfing was enhanced and upgraded. Not only that, but my whole experience in the city of Hatyai was altered for the best. These audio and video projects with my guests became a pathway for allowing dreams to unfold. Couchsurfing had become a platform that was now integrated with my mission of making my dreams come true and enabling the dreams of others. Ruben, Vanessa, Hilal, and Teddy were among those who helped me to take steps in this area of my life as well. At first, I was hosting Ruben and Vanessa in my 1-room apartment in the middle of Klong Rien Market. All the surfers I hosted stayed in that little apartment. I haven't hosted anybody since I moved last year, plus I couldn't anyway due to the pandemic. I seemed to get along very well with my Portuguese guests. I recorded Ruben playing the harmonica and used that in an original track that we created. One night, as we were walking around the city, I received a message on the Couchsurfing app. It was Hilal, telling me that her and her friend Teddy had missed their bus and now needed a place to stay. Under normal circumstances, I probably wouldn't have hosted 4 people in my little room. I wrote that to her, but also added that we would come to meet her near the bus station where they were at. On our way to the bus station, I asked my current guests what they thought about the idea of allowing 2 more guests to stay with us. They said that they were fine with it and wanted to honor my decision either way. We agreed to meet Hilal and Teddy first before making a final decision. We arrived at the restaurant cafe where they were sitting at near the station. We started getting to know each other. Soon enough, it was very clear that both Hilal and Teddy were very likable and easygoing people. After seeing that, it was no longer a difficult decision to let them stay for a night. We all went back to my place and everybody got comfortable. Then I showed them 2 past dance activism videos called Expressions Dance Activism Documentary and Dance Activism Answers to a Father. This really inspired the group's spirit to such an extent that we unanimously decided to go out at around 11 p.m. to dance in public. We left my home feeling excited and got on the footbridge crossing the main road where the market is. We quickly realized that it wasn't going to be an ideal spot to take videos because it was a bit dark. We wandered around looking for an ideal location, and within a few minutes we had reached Greenway Market. The market was closing down and there were only a few vendors left who were packing up their goods and taking them to their cars. We saw the little stage in the middle of the market and thought it would be an ideal location to film. At first, Hilal was a bit reluctant to start dancing in public. This is normal for anyone who's not used to dancing at all. What's amazing is that she finally agreed to join in, thereby showing great courage. And it was soon evident that she was a natural mover. We danced around on the stage while getting lots of footage. Hilal described the dancing in her reference to me like this: "I still can't believe I joined dance activism in the middle of the night, even though I usually do not dance. But you made it easy to forget my fear and anxiety. I am very thankful for that." The original mission and motive of the dance activism was to help people do exactly that, to help them overcome their fear and anxiety. False evidence appearing real clouds the mind and we start believing in what isn't true. Dancing clears the illusion and we no longer believe in our anxious head talk. The following morning, Hilal and Teddy left to catch their bus to Penang. The experience I had with these 4 couchsurfers in Hatyai is very unique. There was no other like it. However, there were many other times when travelers co-created projects with me, whether it was a dance video or us recording audio in my bathroom, aka the recording booth. Another time a special gathering of souls had happened was the following year in 2019, when Pierre and Yahoo came to Hatyai. They had only met a day before and had spent the night on the rooftop of a building downtown. The story of how they met is amazing and deserves a video of its own. By the way, you can find Yahoo on YouTube if you search for Ginger Thunder. They requested to stay with me and I welcomed them to my home. Within a very short time of knowing one another, Yahoo, Pierre, and I became very good friends. Our chemistry was just right for there to be a lot of laughter, adventure, and good vibes in our experience together. In fact, I wrote the following line in my reference to Pierre: "There seemed to be a joker spirit among the 3 of us, sometimes with non-stop jokes and constant laughter." On one of our first days together, we spontaneously started dancing at the municipal park. It's too bad we didn't have a camera because we were only left with camera phone recordings of the incident. We hitchhiked to Songkhla town and the dancing continued, this time on camera. Unfortunately, we weren't able to finish the dance video we set out to create, and so we're left with only this footage of us hitchhiking. Perhaps we were simply having too much fun to get any more dancing done. It was also that we were a bit tired by the time we reached the beach in Songkhla. The first car took us part of the way and then we continued hitchhiking. Then, the lady with the bucket motorcycle took us a very short distance before helping us catch a songthaew. We spent the day in Songkhla, watched the sunset, and then decided it was time to return. We hitchhiked back, stuffed in a car that was already full of passengers. Perhaps the driver shared our sense of adventure, and the fact that it was a full car didn't stop any of them from letting us squeeze in. On top of the video recordings Yahoo, Pierre, and I had made, I also recorded both of their voices individually as they spoke about their life and existence in my recording studio bathroom. The few days we had spent together were remarkable and timeless. Here's another line from my reference to Pierre that sums up the timelessness of the journey. It wasn't that I didn't want our time together to end, but that I didn't even think about it because we were having so much fun.